Imagine stepping into the Ministry of Magic in Bedford. Now, Mark Woodbury, Universal's CEO, has said that we're unlikely to see any existing Universal attractions replicated in the Bedford Park. But with an agreement reportedly close between Warner Brothers and Universal, we're going to have a look at all of the Harry Potter and Wizarding World rides and attractions around the globe to see which would be a good fit for Bedford. And I want you to decide which one you want to see here the most. Let me know in the comments.
I'm Universally Bedford. We know Universal UK is aiming for a full-blown theme park, possibly opening around 2031 with new attractions rather than replicas. In this video, we'll review the rides that define the Wizarding World at Universal Parks, their technical details, design, how they work, what makes them special, and which ones might be copied, adapted, or completely reimagined in a UK version. Let's get started. First up, we have Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Forbidden Journey was the original Wizarding World ride, debuting in 2010 in Islands of Adventure, Orlando. It's now present at every Hogsmeade, Hollywood, Japan, and Beijing. The ride is set inside Hogwarts Castle itself, with the queue winding through key rooms, Dumbledore's office, the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, the Gryffindor common room, and even corridors lined with moving portraits. The ride system is groundbreaking. Benches mounted on KUKA robotic arms, which can pitch, roll, and yaw riders through both practical sets and dome screens. You feel like you're flying with Harry through a Quidditch match, dodging Dementors, entering the Forbidden Forest, and swooping around Hogwarts itself. Ride time is about 4 minutes, and the throughput is high, around 3,400 guests per hour. It has a 48-inch height requirement due to the intensity of the movements. For Bedford, Forbidden Journey would be a logical anchor. It's indoor, weatherproof, iconic, and delivers the essence of Potter in one ride. Universal has never built a Wizarding World without it, so it's the likeliest candidate to appear here. Next up, we have Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. Escape from Gringotts is the headline ride of Diagon Alley in Universal Studios, Florida. It opened in July 2014, housed under a full-scale recreation of Gringotts Wizarding Bank, complete with a fire-breathing dragon on the roof. The queue includes a spectacular marble hall with animatronic goblins, vault elevators, and offices before guests board the ride itself. The ride combines indoor steel coaster track with motion simulator elements and 3D projections. Guests are plunged into the vaults during Voldemort's attack, encountering Bellatrix, trolls, and dragons. The ride's main trick is combining roller coaster launches, track switches, motion bases, and large projection domes for seamless action. It's about 5 minutes long with a 42-inch height restriction. For Bedford, the cost and space demands make this an unlikely candidate, but Gringotts shows the potential of hybrid rides, part story, part coaster. A UK version could take inspiration from this, perhaps focusing on a new story in a British location. Next up, we have Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. The Battle at the Ministry is the latest edition, debuting with Epic Universe in May 2025. It combines two eras, Fantastic Beasts 1920s Wizarding Paris and the Ministry of Magic in 1990s London. Guests enter via a Parisian metro station, magically transported by the Floo network into the grand atrium of the British Ministry. The ride vehicles are said to be omnidirectional elevators capable of moving forward, backward, sideways, and even vertically. The storyline features Dolores Umbridge on trial, Harry, Ron and Hermione in pursuit, new magical creatures, and even a brand new house elf character called Higgledy. Expect high-tech projection effects, physical sets, and plenty of spell jewels. This ride is significant for Bedford because it's already set in Britain. It's highly likely that if the Wizarding World comes to the UK, we may see a version of this attraction. A Bedford version could even expand the Ministry concept further, adding new British Wizarding locations to keep the UK park unique. Next up, we have our first coaster on the list, which is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. It's a snappy title, but it opened in 2019 in Orlando and is one of the most advanced roller coasters in the world. Riders sit on a motorbike or a sidecar as Hagrid takes them through the Forbidden Forest. Along the way, animatronics of magical creatures appear. Fluffy the three-headed dog, blast-ended Scroots, Cornish pixies, and more. The ride includes 7 launches, a backwards section, and a vertical free-fall drop. It hits speeds of around 50 miles per hour and covers nearly a mile of track. Ride time is about 3 minutes, but it's packed with action. Capacity is roughly 1,700 guests per hour. For Bedford, Hagrid presents challenges. It's noisy, it has maintenance complexity, and it's expensive. Building such a large outdoor coaster in Bedfordshire would involve complexities, but the concept, a creature-themed coaster through magical forests, could inspire a smaller, indoor or semi-indoor British adaptation. Next up, we have a family coaster, which is Flight of the Hippogriff. It's found at every Wizarding World. It's built around a simple steel coaster model, themed to Hagrid's hut and the care of magical creatures' grounds. Riders climb to about 13 metres and reach 28 miles an hour, with the ride lasting just over a minute. It's designed for younger children and families who aren't ready for the intensity of Forbidden Journey or Gringotts. It has a height requirement of only 36 inches, making it very accessible. Bedford is almost certain to include something like Hippogriff. It balances out the lineup, giving families a way to participate and ensures Universal can market the park as being for all ages. Now we're moving away from coaster, but to something that still has a track. It's the Hogwarts Express. The Hogwarts Express is unique to Orlando and it links the 2 Wizarding World lands across 2 separate parks. It's a 676 metre long cable-hauled train ride, running about 4 minutes each way, carrying 168 passengers per train. The windows are screens, showing different journeys depending on direction, London to Hogsmeade or vice versa. The attraction only works because Orlando has both Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade in separate parks. For Bedford, which will likely be a single park, the Hogwarts Express is unlikely to be replicated unless 2 distinct lands are built that require that transport. Still, the immersive transport idea could inspire smaller people movers or themed transit within the UK resort. Now let's look at the common themes and the trade-offs. Looking across these rides, patterns emerge. Universal favours immersive, mostly indoor rides that combine practical sets with projection technology. They mix high-capacity signature rides with at least one family coaster and occasionally a transport attraction. Capacity targets are important. Forbidden Journey's 3,400 guests per hour keeps lines moving, whereas Hagrid's 1,700 per hour makes it more prone to long waits. The balance between cost, land use and impact is always at play. Orlando can afford massive coasters like Hagrid's. Beijing built more indoor rides to suit climate and planning conditions. Bedford will need to find the UK balance, indoor heavy to handle the rain and carefully managing noise and land footprint to meet the regulations set out in the SDO. So what's likely? What will we get? Forbidden Journey, I think, could be quite a likely candidate. It defines the Wizarding World. Battle at the Ministry is highly relevant and could be a UK flagship or a version thereof. Hippogriff is a safe family bet. Gringotts, while spectacular, may be adapted rather than cloned. Hagrid's may be too ambitious for Bedford, as built, but a smaller creature coaster could appear. Hogwarts Express is unlikely unless 2 separate lands or parks are confirmed. Mark Woodbury has stressed that Bedford will feature new attractions. So expect at least one headline ride we've never seen before, possibly something uniquely British. The template of Ministry of Magic gives us a clue. Rides that expand the Wizarding World while being tailored to local context. Bedford's Wizarding World, if confirmed, will therefore be a blend. Familiar rides fans expect, plus bespoke British experiences, making it stand out globally. So, Bedford and the Wizarding World. The rides across the globe give us clues, but the UK park will likely carve out its own identity. If you could bring just one ride to Bedford, what would it be? Comment below and subscribe for more Universal UK deep dives, construction updates, and of course, Universally Bedford Live, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Thanks so much for watching.